Dr. Krishnamurthy, he will be presenting a case on CTO of a different kind.
I am presenting a case of CTO of a different kind. This is CTO because it's a chronic total occlusion. And all the hardware used were for those for coronaries. But it's a different kind because it has nothing to do with coronary artery stenosis. And coronaries were in fact normal. This comes from Sri Chitra Institute, the southernmost cardiac center in country. To end the suspense, please do not anticipate a coronary total occlusion. This patient had a valvular pulmonary atresia with intact ventricular septum. She had a right modified BT shunt done in childhood. She was lost to follow up. In fact, she was refused surgery because she had a rare blood group, a Bombay blood group. It was not available. But at the current review, she had multiple abortions and came with a drop in saturation. At this time, her saturation was 90%. She had a continuous murmur. X-ray showed a dilated pulmonary artery. There was plethora, suggesting increased pulmonary blood flow. There was atrial septal defect with bidirectional flow. The right ventricle was tripartite, in other words, well developed, although it was hypertrophied. There was valvular pulmonary atresia. A functioning right modified BT shunt was seen. The interventricular septum was intact, pulmonary annulus and the pulmonary arteries were of good size. We did a right ventricular injection. This shows an atretic pulmonary valve here. There is no antegrade flow. In the lateral view, we can see that the right ventricular outflow tract ends blindly. A corresponding aortic root injection fills the pulmonary artery through the PDA. You can see here. So that indicates this is a membranous or valvular pulmonary atresia which is amenable for perforation. There were no RV dependent coronaries. Mind you, this is an adult. So we wondered and pondered what to do. Then we took a 5 French right guiding catheter. We placed it in the right ventricular outflow tract. We passed a Conquest Pro guide wire and kept it at the pulmonary valve opening, which is atretic, with echo and fluoroscopic guidance. You can see that gentle movements of the wire perforated the pulmonary valve. That movement. Now, pulmonary valvotomy was done with initially 1.25 balloon, then serially with a 2.5 balloon, and then finally with a 4 millimeter balloon. Then after that, it was exchanged to a 035 wire, and the BP was completed with a Ty-Shak balloon. This is 12-sized Ty-Shak balloon. The post BPV scenario showed a good antegrade flow. Just to compare the pre and post, this is a blind RVOT, pre and the post RVOT. The post procedure gradient was 30, which was initially atretic, and the right ventricular systolic pressure fell from 110 to 60. We did a follow-up study after 3 months because this is a hypertrophied RV with an ASD. Now there is established antegrade pulmonary flow. What to do? The BT shunt was shown to be stenotic at its insertion to the RPA. We measured the size of the stenosis. We found it is 8 millimeter. We occluded with a balloon, with a Ty-Shak balloon. Now the saturation dropped. The cardiac output was maintained, but saturation dropped. From 90, it became 70. Now what to do? Being the first case in literature of such a case, we discussed with many of the people abroad also through internet. We came to the conclusion that ASD device closure is not feasible in this situation because the right ventricular is not compliant. So a right left shunt has to be maintained in order to sustain a cardiac output. Now what is the other option? The other option is a 1.5 ventricular repair. But still, there is an option to wait and watch so that the right ventricle will get dilated over time and will then we will be able to close the atrial septal defect and complete a 2-ventricular repair. Still, we are not very sure what is the option. Thank you for the patient hearing.
Any questions from the audience?
So what is mean by the term, the Bombay blood group?
It's a very rare blood group, seen in 1 in a million. The antigen is such that it is, the label is a Bombay group. I don't remember exactly what is the antigen. It's a very rare, 1 in a million in India.
Thank you, Dr. Krishnamurthy.